Christian, how many times has this been for you on Morning Footy? Is this 4?
Probably, I'm not too sure.
I mean, at this point, we're basically family, and it's always great to see you, and very excited for you as you are an all-star for MLS once again. I remember speaking to you last year in D.C., which was very cool to see you there in your home city. And what was some of the highlights that you experienced at the All-Star game that you are now looking forward to experiencing once again, this time in Columbus?
It was a great first All-Star for me, obviously because it was in DC, so I felt like it was at home. It was really nice to represent DC in the city, and even better because my kids were with me. So yeah, it was nice because at the end of the day, for me, it's all about creating memories, and it was fun.
What were some of your highlights within the game and within those experiences? Obviously, you were playing Arsenal, and that wasn't the Liga MX All-Stars, but what were some of the best parts for you?
Probably just to hang around with those boys, the best players in the league. And for example, I got to know more Denis because obviously he's the French speaking. Even with Mukhtar, we got close. So it's just something that you cannot do while you play because obviously of the competitions, and we have to be pro. So, but now it was more relaxed, so we got to get to know each other. That was cool.
That's awesome. I feel like European-based players culturally don't understand an all-star game. It might be strange, right? Christian, maybe friends of yours are like, what is this Americanness in football, all-star game? You know, we talk about when someone suggested, God forbid they suggested the Premier League all-star game, everything was up in flames, right? So how do your friends, or at least your entourage, take this in? Do they like it?
Oh, 100%. I think when I spoke to them, they were like, that would be a cool idea if we could do that in Europe. Because imagine while Messi and Ronaldo, they were playing in Europe, imagine Messi and Ronaldo in the same team. It would be the perfect dream of all the fan of football. So this is something I think that we should think about it at least, because I think it's far away from being just a show, but it's really cool, I think.
Okay, so if the Premier League were to adopt an all-star competition, an all-star game, how would you divide it? Like, would it be
north-south?
North-south? Is that the
London
the only
clubs,
way?
You know, Manchester clubs, you know, like around there.
Yeah, I would probably say so. Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, it would be great. I'd be here for it.
Draft.
Ooh.
Two captains, like the two.
Yeah. But
Who would be the captains of the Premier League? That'd be a fight.
I don't know about it. Okay, when you look at some of the names that have made this MLS All-Star roster this year that are going to be competing against the Liga MX All-Stars, who are some of the guys maybe you didn't get a chance to play with last year that you're looking forward to seeing out there?
Obviously Messi, I think, is the superstar of the All-Star. And then you have Suarez. We have to respect those players, but overall, it's to play with all of them, and because you know that you're gonna have a quality team, regardless the name. But obviously, you have those guys because of what they achieve in their career.
I mean, how's your Spanish?
I'm about to get some Spanish lesson. In America, you should know how to speak English and Spanish.
Nice.
Yeah. Especially in the DMV area. I mean, the supporters are most of them can speak Spanish. So.
Have you had pupusas yet, by the way?
Say that again, please.
Have you had pupusas? Back in the day, the Salvadorian fans of DC United used to have a pupusa stand at the old stadium. It was very famous. If the media manager there, Sam Legg, is there, tell him that he needs to get you a pupusa straight away after this, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
He's like, cool, man. Christian, I'm just wondering if perhaps you've had your head insured at this point, because my goodness, the amount of headed goals that you have scored this year. You had a hat trick of headers at one point this season. You already have 14 goals on the season. I mean, it's just remarkable. Have you ever scored a hat trick before that were all headers, or was that the first time doing it?
No, I did other hat trick, left foot, right foot, and header, but never 3 headers.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. So talk to me about the season that you guys have been having, because I know obviously as a team collectively, maybe the results haven't been going your way, but when you're having a good season and scoring goals at the rate that you have been, you know, kind of how do you balance that? Because I know you would probably trade in goals for results for your team, but how do you work through that as a player?
Listen, we've been through up and downs, but this is something that you can kind of expect when you have a new manager, new staff, everything new GM, and I think we at times we showed that we were a good team, because I think we compete well against the best teams in this league, but I think sometimes we've just been lacking of experience, being not ruthless and not holding the result, and this is what cost us so many points. And I think this is a process. I'm not finding excuse, because we still have 10 games to play for the playoff, and we show this weekend against Nashville that we could win football matches, and we have to take this momentum and try to finish on a high. And I understand in this league, it's about having a run of game and getting the more points as possible.
100%, because I'm looking at the table right now, and you guys are on 23 points, but you're only 3 points off the playoff line at this point, which is entirely doable. So when you're looking ahead to the rest of this season, how important suddenly does Leagues Cup become for you guys in terms of kind of gaining that momentum and building some momentum as you lead into that home stretch of the season?
Listen, I think we are all aware about the situation that we are in right now, and we really want to finish on a high. And the boys were telling me, I think Seattle usually also they struggle during the season and then they finish strong. And I'm not saying that this is what we should focus about, but we just focus about ourselves. And we have some additions as well, some players that are fit again. And I think we'll need all of us to finish strong.
Christian, have you been told at all in terms of some of the business that DC United may conduct this summer? Are they planning on bringing in some players to support you? Because it seems like, you know, you are such a figure and such a presence in the attacking half, but could you get more support that could ultimately push DC United higher up the table?
We had 2 great additions now with Schnegi and with Badge. Experienced player. Badge has been around in the league, so I think definitely is going to be someone who's going to help me and help the team as well. And I spoke with Troy a few times. Troy is someone who's really smart. He knows the league as well, so I'm sure he knows what we would need to be a successful team.
Hi, Christian. How has your transition been from playing in the Premier League to playing in the MLS? I see, like, when you was playing for Aston Villa, you had your most scoring season with 23 goals. You're nearly there right now with 14 goals halfway through the season. And also, to back that question up, who's been the toughest defender you've played this season?
I think I came here with the mindset that it's gonna be a new challenge for me, and I want to do well, and I'm not taking anything for granted while I'm playing, and I'm really focused about my job. I really respect the league. I really respect the player that I'm playing against. So I think that's why that I've been doing well. Concerning your second question, I'm not too sure because I'm not too familiar with the name yet. But I will say the one from Chicago. the Colombian, I think, if I'm not wrong. Is pretty strong. From New York Red Bulls. Sorry, is pretty strong. But yeah, overall, I think every game it's a different type of competition against defenders.
New York Red Bulls. Okay. Christian, I know you love the NBA. I know you saw my Boston Celtics squad bring home the championship. Tatum, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown. If you were to make a basketball all-star team of MLS players, which other 4 players you taking? Who else you think has game that could help you on the court?
To play basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question, but it's tough. Yeah, I will probably take all the forwards, but it doesn't make sense. So
Yeah, Kai Kamara, you know that man can jump.
yeah, you can jump.
That'd be a
He's
good one.
great.
Yeah, Kai Kamara, you know.
Do any of your teammates ball with you? Can they keep up?
I think. No, only me.
He said that's a no from me.
Absolutely not. It is quite funny when you see footballers trying to shoot a basketball. Yeah,
no
I know.
technique.
It's like I don't know. I get a kick out of it. It's like, oh, they're human. Look at that.
Did you see the Spanish national team, like in a practice, play basketball, and all they would do is pass.
No one wanted to shoot.
concept on the soccer field.
How's your
they
shot,
brought-
Christian? Is it pretty? Let me see that. Let me see that form. I gotta
No,
see the
I'm a
follow
shooter.
through.
I can shoot.
Come on, let me see it.
Let's see the
See the form. Yes.
I don't know. I saw 2 wrists bend there.